Hey everybody, this is Jason from Premier Dating Photography, and today we're going to talk about the 2 things that you need to do before you even start dating, before you even think about it. Number 1, focus on your mental state. I know this sounds like it's a given, right? This sounds like a no-brainer, no pun intended, but trust me, a lot of guys jump straight back into dating when they have no clue or when they haven't really done the work on themselves. Either they're dating for the first time, which I've had many situations where I've worked with guys that they're just starting to date. They've never really dated before. Maybe they're a software engineer and they've spent all this time in school and working, and now they work for Facebook. They have the apartment, they have the money, they have all these different things, but they don't have the girl and they have no clue how to date. But they're just going to jump into it. First of all, you have to focus on your mental state. Where are you? Are you ready for this? Have you focused on your confidence? If you're coming out of a relationship or a divorce, have you dealt with the emotions regarding that divorce? Have you dealt with some of the things that you need to deal with that might have been maybe the catalyst for that divorce or a catalyst for that relationship ending? Not being able to communicate certain things, or maybe not dealing with some old trauma. So these are things that we need to focus on before we jump into it. Sometimes, and in a lot of cases, we jump right back into the saddle because we feel like that's what's going to heal us. What's the saying? I think they said, to get over somebody, you got to get under them, or to get over someone, you have to get over someone else. I don't know, something like that. I get it. I understand, and it can help, but not really. So actually, I just recently got out of a relationship probably about 6 months ago. And I told myself, first and foremost, because I know, you have to heal from a relationship. So knowing what I know, knowing what I've experienced over the years and being 53 years old, I was like, of course, I need to give myself time to heal. I need to focus on my mental state, and I need to do this to focus on making my mental state where it needs to be in order for me to date again. You know what? I let my emotions get the best of me, my anger, or all of those things. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start dating. Probably about a month and a half after I broke up with my ex-girlfriend, I started dating again. And exactly what I knew would happen, happened. I met some good people, I had some good experiences, and overall, these people knew that I was not ready to date. And they were like, why are you putting on your profile that you're ready to date? Why are you putting on your profile that you're intentionally dating when you're not intentionally dating? I was kidding myself. I wasn't in the mental state that I needed to be in order to date. So get your mental state where it needs to be. Be honest with yourself. Are you ready to date? Be honest with yourself. Do you have the confidence? And if we're being honest with ourselves and we can really break it down and be like, you know what, I'm ready for this. And we can honestly say to ourselves without anybody else in the room, yeah, I'm ready. Then do it. Okay, number 2, get your physical state in order. Now, this seems like a no-brainer too, right? But not always. Sometimes it could be the catalyst for the ending of the relationship. Maybe our mental state isn't where it needs to be, but maybe also we're not taking care of ourselves physically. Maybe we're out of shape. So we need to deal with our physical state and make sure that we're on the right trajectory. So I had this client, and when I showed up to the door, this guy was in killer shape. I mean, ripped to shreds. I mean, he's got like muscles like this big, like each of his biceps were like bigger than my head. I'm like, oh, okay, this guy's going to do really well. Well, evidently a year ago, that wasn't the case. He got broken up with by his girlfriend, and he said, I'm never going to let that happen to me again. She talked about him being overweight. She talked about him not having his life together, blah, 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 all these different things. Now, by the time I saw him a year later, he had lost the weight, and literally he got jacked, and he changed his fashion. He changed his hairdo. He changed the way that he presented himself. He got a new car. He got all these different things, really focused in on his business. But it took him a whole year of really focusing, being in the gym all the time, focusing on his mental state and his physical state. So here he was. Now I'm ready to do the photo shoot. Now I'm ready. My body's ready. My mind is ready. I'm ready to meet that person that I need to be with. And guess what? He's killing it. I mean, I showed up at that session and I'm just like, yeah, this guy's going to do really well. I knew right off the bat because his mental state was there, but also he had worked on his body, and they coincide. When you're working on your body, it really helps to change your mental state. Very first thing I also did when I went through my breakup was go to the gym, because it helped me to feel more confident, helped me to get a sweat out, helped me to get some of the emotions out. It really helped me to heal in a lot of ways. So first things first, deal with the pain, deal with the issues, deal with the mental aspect of it, deal with your mental state, and then deal with the physical aspect. And you join those two together, and you're really going to have a faster trajectory towards being really successful in your dating life. All right, that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope this was helpful. And if it was, please leave a like and subscribe. If you have any questions, comments, feelings, thoughts, or concerns, leave them in the comment section below. And don't forget to visit us at premierdatingphotography.com. And if you need to do a shoot, contact me and book a call, and we'll talk about it. All right, have a great day. Thanks.